Hello, Banksters. It's Mjolnir Monday, May 13th. I'm your wildcard host, Sexy Thor, and it's time for your weekly Thunder. A new wildcard rule was implemented by Vince McMahon conveniently after Roman Reigns defied orders to not go on Raw, as he had unfinished business to handle there, most likely with Drew McIntyre, because who else, as they had a WrestleMania rematch later that night that Reigns won. But this wildcard rule states that every now and again, 3 or 4 stars from Raw can appear on SmackDown, and same goes for SmackDown superstars appearing on Raw. WWE Champion Kofi Kingston crashed the party too, which led to the surprise return of Daniel Bryan, who had been out with injury since WrestleMania a month ago. Bryan didn't succeed in reclaiming his WWE title, but he did reunite with Rowan to win the SmackDown Tag Team titles that had to be vacated by the Hardy Boys. Speaking of the Hardys, Lars Sullivan, who is a SmackDown superstar technically, appeared on Raw to crush more people and to have a stare down with Mr. McMahon, but not have any actual matches yet. He's like the terrifying version of Lacey Evans pre-WrestleMania. AJ Styles showed up on SmackDown from Raw, which still feels weird because he's still so synonymous with SmackDown. You know, it being the house he built and all that. And he and Sami Zayn, also from Raw, fought in a triple threat with Kofi for the WWE title. So yeah, wildcard's a thing now and again. It was a cool twist for us to kill time with leading into Money in the Bank, which is this coming Sunday, along with the season finale of Supergirl. Oh yeah, and the final ever episode of Game of Thrones. The Russo brothers really weren't playing when they said the spoiler gates will be lifted on Avengers Endgame on Monday, as first thing Monday morning they posted the new trailer for Spider-Man Far From Home. It starts off with Tom Holland warning the viewer that this trailer contains spoilers for Endgame, so if you haven't seen Endgame, then you should turn this trailer off and go watch Endgame. But we've all seen Endgame by now, so of course we keep watching, and we just know that they made him do this as punishment for whatever sort of spoilers he dropped during Infinity War. It starts out with Peter looking at an Iron Man mural and him talking to Happy, and pretty much we're led to believe he's going to start out on a mission to fill Tony's shoes. This will probably have one of those lessons that he doesn't need to be the next Iron Man, just the first and only Spider-Man. Just a hunch. Nick Fury's trying to call Peter, and Happy really wants him to, but Peter's like, nah, I don't really want to talk to Super Spy. That reminds me of my mentor I'm still grieving over. I'm going on vacation. Okay, bye. From here on out, Peter's just focused on spending time with his friends, and also super stoked because it looks like MJ really likes him. I'm sure in the movie they'll have some sort of talk about coming back after the snap, which is more than I can say for the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season premiere, where it's a year after the snap, and there's seemingly no consequence in that little S.H.I.E.L.D. bubble. Back to Spidey, though, while he's all like, MJ thinks I'm cute! Nick Fury comes knocking in person, and Peter's dragged into exactly what he didn't want to get dragged into. Peter's in the secret base with Fury and Maria Hill, and he's introduced to Quentin Beck, aka Mysterio. We find out he's from another Earth, which brings up all sorts of multiverse implications, because apparently the snap tore a hole in our dimension, or maybe all of that is Mysterio being full of shit. By the way, I just got to mention that the new issue of Symbiote Spider-Man has someone bring up the whole Mysterio-Rey Mysterio confusion, which made me all sorts of happy. Back on those trailer rails, Peter doesn't want in at all and suggests other colleagues who could help. Thor? Off-world. Captain Marvel? Unavailable. So of course Peter just tries to hide behind him being a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, to which Fury says in classic Samuel L. Jackson fashion, "Bitch, please, you've been to space." From there it's Spidey in the stealth suit and him and Mysterio fighting Hydro Man and the other elemental monsters. Peter about to confess his feelings to MJ, only to find out she knows he's Spider-Man, and Happy having some funny panic banter with Peter's friends, trying to get them to safety in the jet, only for that jet to go boom. So, new plan. The release date's also been moved up 3 days to July 2nd, so no conflict with our 4th of July plans. I mean, I guess mine is probably working, maybe somebody's house. But anyway, what are your July 4th plans? Let us know on the socials, and voicemails because, July 4th is coming up. Also, you can find this trailer in theaters now, right behind the Endgame end credits. So yeah, there's now a post-credit scene, this trailer, and it's pretty awesome. Reminds me after of first Captain America, when the post-credit scene was the freaking Avengers trailer. By the way, Avengers Endgame is now like 2.48 billion worldwide as of this Sunday. I'm sure it'll be way more up by the time you listen to this. And that's your Weekly Thunder for May 13th. I'm Sexy Thor, and go watch Lucifer Season 4. It's on Netflix now, and I just finished it on Sunday, and it's amazing, so go watch it, because I really need that Season 5. Don't be a noob master 69 and just do it. Also, I know I said that today would be the day that I would lift my own spoiler gate for Weekly Thunder, and I meant to include a little fun, my top 10 favorite, most awesomest moments out of Endgame, but I just didn't get around to doing it because life and Sexy Thor has distractions. So yeah, I'll be constructing it and putting that in either next week or the week after. It's going to be great. And it'll be a good fit because I'll also be talking about Money in the Bank next week. Yay!